So some of you may know that I'm slowly trying to set up a second little officey area over there. And because of that, I use a lot of boom arms for things. Like you'll see a boom arm over here. And actually this boom arm here, I actually hold a camera on it. That's something that I just started doing because it's just super nice and easy to move the camera around and do whatever. You'll also possibly see right there, there's a cheap boom arm, which I'm not overly fond of, I'll be honest with you. But that microphone there is the Fifine, one of the Fifine microphones, in white. Because for one, I thought it looked stylish. Number two, it's actually the performance that comes out of it, especially for a budget microphone, fantastic. So I actually reached out to the folks over at Fifine because I was like, they have a white boom arm, and because I want to set up that room over there with some more boom arms, I wanted to know if they'd send me one of their new boom arms, and so they did. Anyways, this Fifine, this is one of their new BM88s. Now I don't know if it's new. It's new to me, so that's what matters. And we'll just take a quick look what comes in the box here. Then we'll actually go set it up. And I know for sure it's going to have no issues holding their microphone. Their microphone's honestly not that heavy, which is actually kind of nice. I want to possibly hold a camera on it. Now, not a heavy camera, but something, let's say, like this. Again, white, right? This is a ZB10, 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 however you want to say it, depending on where you live. A Sony. So if it can hold that weight, I'll be plenty happy. Is that it? Is that all? Yep. And again, my hand's still hooched. It's getting better though. Anyways, this is the user manual that you get, the BM88 user manual. It should be fairly simple. If you've ever used a boom arm, kind of tells you how to mount it. This is all the measurements, etc., etc. You guys should be able to see that there, right? How you clamp it. Ta-da! And actually, what I may do, we'll just test it like right here. I'll just clamp it on here. So, anyways, you're gonna get the white boom arm, which is awesome because it's white and I like the white. Nice and simple. This is a simple setup, right? It's just really has an extending arm and an arm that kind of can swivel out to kind of get where you need it. This arm, of course, is going to go into the mount here, so you could swivel it around. And then my guess would be somewhere there's some kind of head possibly that's gonna go onto this part, would be my hope. Now it looks like all the actual, you may be able to see here, all the actual hinges are tightened with like looks like an Allen key style. So we'll see how those tighten. It would have been nice to see something that was a little finger tightenable. This is going to be your table mount. That looks nice. You will notice that, of course, like a lot of table mounts, it will has rubber inside or a foam inside here so that it's not going to damage your tables. Yeah, I do like that's got a nice twist on it. Oh yeah, so here's like your little ball head which goes on. Perfect. And that is all. That is all. So yeah, everything looks good. There's your ball head with that little Allen key for being able to tighten. And let's just do it right here. So this might as well give you a first look and show you exactly how long this takes to set up. So this is gonna go right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll put it over here. Yes. So pretend I'm sitting like this. Okay, and I'm gonna tighten that down. It's nice. I like that big handle that they give you. That's nice. So that's good. Now, one of the things that you always want to make sure, of course, is that number one is that your cable is not too thick where it's going, and that there's nothing kind of obstructing it. Because a lot of people will be like, "Yeah, it's good," and then they realize like an inch in, there's something there that they can't get this all the way. So just kind of make sure of that. Then you're gonna have this, which just goes here. Now you can keep it nice and loose if you want, or we can use this included. Hand is so sore. Anyways, this included Allen key, and there is a little, it looks like, is it yeah, on the back here? So you can just kind of snug this in, get it firmer. You don't have to be too crazy. Here, that's got a little bit extra stiffness to it, like that. Yeah, that's good, right? And then this one seems fine. With this kind of placement, and one of the things you want to realize with this one is if you want to get it really up high, this one's not going to be able to do it because this arm here doesn't bend this way. It really is for here, right? So, you can kind of get it in that area. For me, of course, I'm going to probably mount a camera to it. So that should be fine because it has the ball head that I can kind of move around. I can stick that out there. This piece I can do with whatever. You could get like a top-down shot if you weren't that high and you had like a really wide camera. Let's say you're putting like a GoPro or like an Insta360 in like full wide. You could put it up on here. I would think that wouldn't be too much of an issue. Anyways, last but not least, you are going to get the little ball head. So same idea. Now, this arm too does have that same Allen key. It's just kind of in there. So if you need to tighten it, you can. And then this should be nice and easy. That's just going to go up on this. You just get it wide enough to fit on there. Should just slide on. You guys probably looking at me like there's something wrong. But there is something wrong. My hand's broken. It's not broken, but it's achy. So I'm going to put that right there. Same idea. It just kind of clamps on. You figure out where you need it. Now, it does come with, you may be able to see it here, it does come with this, head on it, which is great. And that's normally what you would use for like a microphone. Now, if you're like me and going to be using this with possibly, let's say, a camera, both of those are too big to fit into a camera. I'm hoping this will work. I went and bought a bunch of these. You may be, where am I? You may be able to see these here. And these are just little adapters for that. So if I take this one, let's say off. Oh, never mind. This one actually, it looks like, can I just take that right off? It's tight, but I should be able to get that off. Let's see if it'll come off here. Maybe. Because it is one on another. My theory is that could possibly come off because it does look like there's just a 1/4 inch in there, which would be cool. If not, let's just snug that back up to where it was. Oh yeah, that could come off for sure. So you just kind of peel them off in 2 pieces. So there's a little adapter. And then there's the 1/4 for tightening. Oh, I don't need that adapter. How excellent is that? Anyways, now that's going to be, I would think, plenty strong. So let's bring this down here and see if I can mount this. Okay, that's good. And then this should just spin on. Again, all we're concerned about is, and then just loosen that. Get it kind of where you need it. Once you get where you need, then you snug that piece back up. So that's got some weight to it. But let's say I had it over here. Hopefully you guys can see that, right? And I bent that down, turn this like so. Can you guys see that? And then, for me, once you get it there, you could just snug that up, right? Give it a tighten. It's resting on this. So I'm just going to, oh no, there we go. There we go. You guys should be able to see that, right? Now I got a camera over there shooting at me. And if it can hold that camera, there's no question it's going to be able to hold their microphone for sure. Just make sure if you take something like this off, just keep it because you know what? You'll end up losing it. And then when you want to actually use this as a microphone stand, you won't be able to. So just kind of realize that this bar here doesn't lift. So you do have a little less, but I like this style because it just keeps the bar close. Now, if you need to have it elevated so that it comes up and over something, you may want to look at a different one. But for me, white on white on white, that's gonna be awesome. All right, guys, this is the Fifine BM88. Yeah, I like that. Plus, you do have a little thing here. You guys may be able to see it. This pops off, right? You just kind of push it forward and pop it off. And you can run your cables through here, right? So if you are running a microphone, or even for me, let's say that I'm running a power cable up and through here, you can have the cable hidden inside the bar, which again is nice. But there, look at that. That has no problems lifting that. I could put that up there. If I was just doing a talking head, I move that forward. You guys may not be able to see that. Spin my ball head around, right? If you got a wide enough lens, what more do you need for a talking head, right? All right, guys, that's it. Links down below, and I will see you guys next video. Later.